Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I'm sharing with you how I created this kind of effects that's kind of replicating what you see in the Netflix movie The Wish Dragon. So this is the Wish Monkey. So basically what's going on here, you might already guess. If we are looking from the camera, so we have the monkey and the donuts. So the monkey and the donuts is basically just this guy that's actually hidden, and I think their material is actually gray, that's why it's looking, yeah, we cannot see anything. Okay, now we can see the monkey and the donuts, and you can see also there's an effects there. That's actually a line art. Okay, the line art's doing the job. I can keep the line art like that, kind of like a neon kind of effects, but it's becoming like a particles also. This is cool actually, if this also become like a neon. So that's the line art that's already being baked. So I can get rid of the baking. So but in order to make it into particles, we need to bake it first. So the particle itself, it's being generated using sphere chalk nodes and geometry nodes. Okay, so the sphere chalk nodes is looking like this. So basically what's going on here, it's looking at the line art and it's using the frame, right? And then it's doing this resampling thing. I have a large number there, but I can reduce the number. Okay. Yeah, I think this is more correct. And then I randomize it a little bit. On top of that, I also have this noise displacement. So it's kind of moving a little bit. If I hide the line art, we have this kind of effects. Kind of like a sparkles of dust of the dragon, in this case the monkey. So the wish dragon, the wish monkey. These effects actually, you can see if you watch the Netflix and the last, the closing animation scenes looking like this. So it's basically like a kind of like a dream, and you have the all kind of 3D or like all kind of objects of your dream, you know, like, and then the wish dragon makes it come true. In this case, we have the wish monkey. Yeah, and it just darkened the background. So this guy, of course, just geometry nodes, because the sphere chalk will generate the alpha objects, mesh object. So this mesh objects can take geometry nodes, and I just generate icosphere with different shapes and size. So in order to make it even better, if you use the noise inside geometry node, so you need to have some kind of noise running in the UV. So I haven't used it for a while, but it's basically instead of attribute randomize, you use attribute mask that's using the UV. Attribute sample texture, and you use this to map into the value here. So I can unplug this guy. It needs to have UV map, however. This one is the noise the noise texture. it needs to have the UV map from the monkey actually, which is kind of interesting, and you need to inject it into this guy. Maybe I'll leave that for you. However, I will recreate the whole setup very quickly. So the idea is to have some kind of object. Let's use the donuts, and then I'll just record and animate from the camera. So create a camera first, and then view, cameras, align active camera to view. So we are inside the camera. And from here, we have this. And then put this inside collection, move into new collection, M into new collections, and then OK. And then we use line art, F3. Collection into art, okay, collection into line art. So if we have the animations of the donut, the line art will follow. So line art, sparkles. Playback, and you can set up your animations. So this is going to be your objects. That's going to be the sparkle of dust. Something like that. We can make it looping. Just bring the last. Okay, it's rotating. Funny. I think it's okay. 180 frame. Okay, rotating donuts. If we hide the donuts, we have the line art. But because it's inside collections, let's just hide the collections. Oh, okay, this has to be on, but not rendered. So it's calculated, but not rendered. So now we have this, and we can bake it. Okay, baking, bake line art, all. So line art is bake. Now, if we hide the line art, oops, yeah, actually it's okay. Create sphere chalk nodes, type in GP for Grease Pencil macro, get line art. We need to plug this. So you can see this is the secret. It does the job. We have 9, 7. You can see here, this is the Grease Pencil number. The curve is changing, right? We can actually use curve. Actually, that's a good idea. Sphere chalk curve is quite advanced. You can merge it. With curve, sometimes it does like this weird flipping. However, that's okay. We just want the points. And we want to merge it, because if we didn't merge it, you can see Grease Pencil is always changing. You just merge it. It's a single curve. Now that it's a single curve, you can bring it into geometry nodes. Save this. Create a default cube. Geometry nodes, get our alpha, convert this into mesh. This guy, this alpha, should be up there, so we can replace the curve at any time. The output should be our curve. We can randomize position, vector position. Don't replace, instead using add. And don't forget resample. Resample is the magic. Instead of using count, use length. This is where the magic happens. Okay, it crashes, but you get the idea. I'm using Blender 3.0 and I'm using this alpha. I think I just found a bug. It's a very interesting bug. Is very interesting. Okay, where are we up to? Create a cube, assign geometry nodes, create new. Let's save this as well. I save always just in case, and I forgot to save earlier. Curve comes in, resample the curve to mesh. It's become points. When it becomes point, you can just replace it with icosphere. Yeah, I think it should be like this. It might crash again. Let's just use instance. So instance object is gonna be an icosphere. Make it really small. Get tiny sparkles of dust. Select our cube again. Cube is the final form of this dust. And then randomize. See, I'm randomizing the wrong thing. I'm randomizing the point instance. Instead, I need to randomize this point, and then instance the dust, and then here the length. Be careful with the length. Too small and let's get the numbers gets too crazy. I think we have the final result, and it crashed again. That might be a bug. But the one I have earlier with the Grease Pencil, it works. Okay, so you can just use my setup and replace the animations. So Suzanne, bring back Suzanne, bring back the line art. With the line art, we can clear the bake line art, and then get rid of the donuts, make new animation of Suzanne, delete keyframe, select our monkey, okay, let's rotate the monkey. Just a couple of frames. It is 24. Select the line art. So you have a mesh, 3D mesh first. Get your mesh like an asset or anything, and then bake as line art and wait a few seconds. After the line art is baked, it's gonna transfer into particle dust. And I forgot to explain the shader. This is shader. You can change the color. There you go. It's our new monkey with particle dust. You can zoom in yeah, it's cool. It works because Grease Pencil line art works from the camera angle, and it's generating this nice occluded result with the line art still intact. So you need to be inside the camera, right? Just replace this with your own 3D objects, and that's your dream comes true using the Wish monkey. All right, so thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.